Hey, what's up, rock stars? It's Rox coming to you today with a review for Power Book 4, Force, Season 2, Episode 4. So let me just say before I even get into this video that I'm pissed that Walter is dead. Like, how do you get rid of the favorite villain? I mean, we don't really have much to attach to, but I feel like most of the viewers were attached to Walter. And I understand that Walter probably needed to die, but now? Oh my God. I just finished watching it, so I haven't gotten over it yet. So I just had to say that at the beginning so that you guys can understand the irritation that's in my soul right now. Because how am I supposed to continue to review this show and there's no Walter Flynn? No Walter Flynn. I hate, if that was a spoiler, I'm sorry. But you were going to get spoiled anyway if you watch the show. For this review. I'm so pissed. Anyway, you guys, we'll talk about it more later. The review. Let's get to it, shall we? This episode actually was quite annoying. Everybody got on my nerves. So we're just going to go down the list. Now, the show opens with that damn D-Mac, Tommy's nephew, all stressed out. What we going to do, Unc? I can't believe it. I didn't know he was a cop. I was just like, your stupid ass was so hot to get back out in them streets. And the minute you kill one person, you acted like you was all about it. You was all big and bad. You got the gun in your bag. You showed your friend. You ain't gonna get caught out there slipping no more. All of this. But now all of a sudden, you just terrified that you just killed. D-Mac was the first person to get on my nerves in this episode. So Tommy tells him to keep his ass in the house. Listen to your uncle with your dumb ass. Tommy tells him that Diamond's going to take care of the body, so we good there. Otherwise, please just stay put. So that's the first person. Let's keep track of everybody that got on my damn nerves. Now, jumping over to Jenard. Jenard only got a couple of homeboys. He is working with what we would call a skeleton crew. Okay, it's only 2 or 3 people that still believe in him, and it's not 3. His boy is like, Jenard, we need more product. Okay, and Jenard was like, what? You ain't got no more product from last week? No, fool, we ain't got no more product. So Jenard was like, call Yo-Yo. Yo-Yo get the product or something. And his homeboy was just like, yeah, we ain't calling Yo-Yo because Yo-Yo don't do drug heads. Miguel is out. The Serbs is after you. Jenard was like, listen. I got y'all for real. I just need you to stay loyal. Stay loyal. All right, nigga, we gonna stay loyal for maybe another day or 2, but you better get something working. Now, Jenard over there dealing with the skeleton crew. Diamond is at the diner. You know, he feeling mighty low. And the guy that works there tells him, you know, you need to get down to the nursing home or the wherever it is, you know. He's telling him that somebody is real sick and somebody is real, you know, you need to get down there and talk to him. Well, we don't even get to really extend on that conversation because then somebody come busting in, you know, CBI killer. You know, remember we was going to make some people bleed last week, right? So they come in there, they blazing, blasting the flat jammy. Okay, it's a whole big shootout. And of course, while it's this whole shootout, they don't never get to shoot the people that they wanted to shoot. Maybe they didn't really care. They just shooting everybody. Diamond don't get hit, but one of the patrons do. Diamond's like, fuck, you know, somebody call the police. Okay, at Diamond, I'm telling you, he got a whole bunch of balls in the air. I don't know how he juggling them. Now at the hospital, while all this going down at the diner, Mariah is there and she talking to her homegirl, and the homegirl's like, girl, you been smiling and cheesing and grinning and skinning and grinning around here. Who you texting? That ain't so-and-so, because he in surgery. I said, oh, Mariah is messing around with one of the doctors. Okay, we got that. Put that in the memory bank. So what is it? What gives, girl? Well, Mariah can't tell her because, you know, old girl that just got shot at the diner is at the hospital now. Okay, so we got to rush and we got to go and take care of that. But Mariah is feeling Tommy. And speaking of Tommy, Tommy is at the shop with Diamond. You know, Tommy's like, what the fuck are all these police out here, Diamond? You know, why everybody all on the streets? I thought you got rid of the body. You know, Diamond did get rid of the body. Okay, the cops is on the streets because some of Lil K's people came and shot up the damn diner. Jenard's old crew. And Tommy was like, when was you planning on telling me? Nigga, I'm telling you now. I mean, I really don't have time, Tommy. I'm trying to do all of this. I'm telling you now. Tommy's like, well, what's the plan? Cause this ain't gonna work. And Diamond was just like, well, I used to talk when I was in jail. I used to talk to the leader of some other group. King Kilo, we always talked about a coalition of mobs so we can all, just kind of take over together. Maybe I can get in touch with King Kilo again and do that. And Tommy was just like, yeah, maybe we can do that. So he gonna make that happen. So then Diamond see D-Mac outside. Now remember, Tommy just told D-Mac to stay his ass in the house, right? Diamond was like, I thought you said that your nephew, you took care of it. Yeah, well, Tommy did for now. He was just like, well, why are you out there talking to the damn police? And Tommy turned around and child D-Mac out there was like, what is wrong with this fool? So Tommy got to go and grab up D-Mac and take him back to the house. What is wrong with you? I told you to stay in this damn house. And D-Mac, Uncle Tommy, let me go. You get your ass upstairs and don't you come down them stairs until I tell you to. Okay, then here come JP. Hey, yo, Tommy, you can't talk to my son like that. Nigga, this son is your son the last 25 minutes. Do you know that your son is out here shooting cops and shit? Okay, don't tell me what the fuck I can do. I'm irritated, right? I said, JP, right now is not the time. Go sit your ass down. Tommy was like, I can talk to him any way I want to. Your son made a big mistake, but trust me, the less you know, the better. But I'm telling you, this is for his own good. Get the fuck out my face with all this. I'm giving you guys forced theater today, okay? I'm about to put in all my acting chops for y'all. Make sure that nigga stay his ass in this house. Now, D-Mac up in the room. He texting Genesis. You mad at me? Why you not calling me back? Why you not texting me back? I said a piece of ass is always the downfall. I'm telling you, men fall for it every fucking time. Okay? D-Mac, you next. So he ain't getting no play from Genesis. So then here come Kate. Oh, what's wrong with my grandson? And then he was just like, oh, grandma, you wouldn't understand. And then she was just like, oh, I think that's a girl. This is about a girl? Oh, you can tell your granny about that? What happened? Oh, granny, she the baddest girl in the neighborhood and he can't even get out there. Uncle Tommy told him that he need to stay in the house and all this. Oh, don't listen to Uncle Tommy. Here, listen. Grandma got a special 20 note just for you. Okay? You go on out there and go get me some cigarettes. All right? Use that $20. Take your time. Wink, wink. Okay? And he was like, oh, bad thanks, Grams. Now, this stupid ass boy leaves the house knowing that he's killed a cop. Now, don't nobody else know, but he knows he did, and he ain't even nervous about that. He's so busy trying to get his ass to Genesis. I'm telling you, teens will piss you off every fucking time. He need his ass beat for real, but we'll put him on the back burner. Jenard go back to his old hood. They was like, nigga, what you doing over here? You ain't wanted over here no more. Jenard don't care. Jenard is stressed out. He get in the car with one of his homeboys. The nigga, if you don't get out of here, man, that Jenard get the pistol whipping him. Where's it at? Where's that? And the guy was just like, where is what's at? Okay, well, that's why Jenard had to beat his ass. Go on and rob him. Take all the bricks of money out of the damn glove compartment. Now Jenard got a little money. So he go back to his crew, the one that he asked him to stay loyal. And he was like, here you go, nigga. There you go. I said, you trying to pay the crew. You owe the Serbs. You owe Miguel. You trying to confirm with these two niggas when you... Jenard, you was really moving backwards, homeboy. But then when he give him the money, they was like, oh, my nigga back. Okay, that's damn right. Then they see that he got on Manny chain, because I forgot to tell you that when he was beating up old boy had on chain. Okay, and he stole the chain from Manny, and Manny was like, man, this was my dad's chain. Jenard didn't care, so Jenard had the chain on, and they was like, nigga, that's Manny chain. And Jenard was like, mind your business. Only one had noticed it. Jenard's like, this my shit. Now everybody get to work. Well, old boy don't like that, so remember that. Now let's jump over to the Flynn's. So Vic and Claudia, they just comparing notes. They gonna kill Da tonight. She talking to him on the phone. She was like, come on over, because Doyle is here. We just gonna make sure that we connect the dots and make sure our notes all match up for tonight. But before he can even get to the penthouse to talk to them, the police hem him up. They take him down to the station and they was like, we got two witnesses said they saw you kill Colin. He was just like, bullshit. Okay. like that meme. A bullshit. A bullshit. That little boy. He was like, they was just like, listen, you might as well, give us some information. And, Victor was just like, how about y'all kiss my ass? And they want him to work with them. And he was just like, lawyer. Okay, as soon as you say lawyer, that's it. No more questions. So the guy goes into the room and he tells Stacy, you remember she the lead, hey, just give me a few more minutes. And she was just like, let him go. And he was like, what? Let him go. Let him go. She got big plans for this case. And she gonna give Victor a little room to hang himself. So let the man go, like I said. Okay? So Vic take it on over to Claudia. And they talking. Okay, so it's gonna be 9 o'clock tonight. Make sure you get Da good and drunk. All right? Claudia was like, what about Polly? That's all she care about. And Victor was like, oh, Polly won't be there because Dad fired him. Okay, so we ain't got to worry about Polly, because Polly is always hanging on the left testicle of Walter. And Polly don't get too far. So Claudia's like, okay, that's even better. Okay, Dad'll be dead by 9:15. So, now Claudia's, she's all turned on, I guess. And Dylan, from Dublin, he turned on too. So quickie in the other room, all right? And after they finish, she's telling him that she's thinking about her first moves once she take over the Flynn organization. And Dylan was like, oh, girl, ain't nobody good. You ain't fixing to run nothing. Okay, remember, this is Dublin now, old school. They still gonna go by the man. Victor's still gonna run things, because you a woman, all right? So Walter, even if Walter dead, Victor got it. The only way you gonna be ahead of anything is if your brother is dead. But when he told her that as long as Victor is still alive, she ain't gonna be the head of nothing, you guys know that's all Claudia has in her head. She's obsessed with this idea, right? So yeah, Victor ain't gonna work. Claudia ain't above killing Victor either. But on the DL, so Victor gets to the house, and when he walks in, he see the place settings for dinner, and it's 3. And Victor was like, oh, Dad, I thought it was just gonna be me and you. And Walter was just like, hey, Polly called and apologized. What are you gonna do? Victor was like, fuck, is Polly gonna be here? That is a disaster. Victor sees Polly and he was like, hey, Polly, okay, it's a great occasion. We celebrating. So why don't you go back home and get that scotch? And Walter was just like, no, sit on down. We are going to sit down like grown men and talk, drink, and eat. I said, oh, Polly about to be dead, child, because Dublin is on its way. So yeah, a wrench in the program. So Vic goes and calls Claudia, and he was like, everything is set, but Polly is here. And she was like, can you get him out by 9? And he was just like, yeah, I think I can. Okay, all right, so we set. Everything is still moving. So we'll come back to that in a second. Back over to Diamond. Diamond gets in touch with King Kilo. Hey, Diamond, ain't talked to you in a long time. Yep. He's like, what you need? And Diamond was like, hey, King, remember when we used to talk about the coalition? Well, I was thinking maybe we can do that again. And King Kilo said, hey, word, we can do that again. But one thing, I want half of the operation that's going on in the jailhouse. Tommy ain't really feeling that. Fuck no. He can't have part of the business. And he hangs up on King Kilo, and Diamond was like, Tommy, why did you do that? We need King Kilo. No, Tommy was like, it got to be a better way than this. So let Tommy just think about it. Diamond was like, okay, I'm going to let you think about it. But in the meantime, your nephew, okay, I'm going to need you to handle that. Okay, you need to handle that, because if I got to handle it, you better tell him before I do, because if I tell him, it's going to hurt the feelings. So anyway, Diamond, he had a stressful day. Back at the diner, we done got shit cleaned up again and that we straight. Or was he at his barber shop? I'm not quite sure. But anyway, old boy from the diner tell him again, listen, the man fixing to die down there, he in hospice. Now you need to get down there and talk to him, okay? And I'm figuring this might be somebody that's quite important. So, you know what? Diamond makes the trip on down to the hospice place. and turns out it's his daddy. And the daddy is Big Said. Now remember, we done heard about the daddy. He was no good, treated Diamond bad, all of that, used to beat him up, all this. So, you know, Big Said, true to his reputation, when he get down there, he's still an asshole. This nigga about to die and still just, you ain't nothing, you ain't never been nothing. That's why I never liked you. That's why I left you and your mama and that boy. And something, you know, and Jenard, you know, he was better than you. And I was like, you ain't getting into heaven this way. Yeah, Daddy say Diamond just like him. Big Said don't even like Big Said. So Big Said really don't like Diamond. Diamond is like, you know what? The feeling is mutual. Fuck you too. Okay, so this meeting ain't really going all that well. They arguing back and forth and shit. You know, Big Said heart get to racing and the machines start going crazy. I was like, Diamond, you'll kill your daddy right there in this hospital or in this hospice, you know. So the people come rushing all in. And so Diamond, he walked out. I thought Diamond was leaving, but we see Jenard. Jenard is walking in because he had went to the gym and his girl told him that Big Said is about to die. You need to get down there. Okay. And so when Jenard came down there to visit Big Said, he see Diamond. So he turns around and he leaves. I said, oh, Jenard, you're going to be really upset that you didn't get to talk to your daddy before he kicked the bucket. Now, the girl that got rushed into the hospital, that Mariah was going to rush to help, okay, she didn't make it. And you know what? She's very upset about this. She's talking to this doctor, and it only takes a second for us to realize that this is the doctor that she's messing around with, okay? And Mariah feeling away. You know what? What is exactly me and you doing? He was just like, oh, Mariah, don't start this again. She was just like, that's exactly what I mean. You don't love me. I don't love you. Why are we even doing this? Like, you know, so anyway, they carried the argument outside. And, you know, Mariah, she can't drive. So she has her brother coming to pick her up. Okay. Now, he the head of this crime family. And he's picking up his sister. He ain't sent nobody down there. I mean, I just thought that this was just really just silly that we have Miguel picking up Mariah from work, okay? Doing grunt work. But okay, keep picking her up. So he see the argument that she having with him, the doctor out there, and when she get in the car, he was just like, who's that? Is that somebody I need to talk to? And she was like, no, don't worry about it. Let's go. Okay, but you already know. I ain't even gotta tell you what's gonna happen, but you already know. So Miguel, you know, later on, he go and get the damn doctor and stab his hands all up. I was just like, what was the purpose of this? What is wrong with Miguel? You stabbing up the doctor's hands over just a little argument that the damn sister had, and she already told, like, that whole thing was stupid. I was just like, you just getting yourself in extra trouble. And then it was you. You didn't kill him, so the man looked at your face. I mean, you obviously don't care, but, you know, did you think the cop is just not gonna the damn doctor is never gonna say nothing? So I'm just like, Miguel, if his ass get caught, even though he probably not going to because this is a TV show, but if he get caught, the fuck he get, because you stupid, you making stupid ass moves, wasting torches for nothing. So, you know, anyway. Back to Tommy. So Tommy go home and he see that his nephew not home. He's all frantic. Where the fuck is D-Mac? Where is he? You know, he going crazy there. JP was like, listen, Tommy, I don't know what's going on. You can't talk to my son. You can't talk about my son like that, blah, 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 you know. And Tommy was like, you know what? You so busy wanting to protect your damn son. Your damn son killed a cop. Okay? You shot him clean in his head. And do you know that damn JP had the nerve to say, that's because of you. You the reason why, you know, because of... Wasn't JP just the one that was begging and pleading for Tommy to let him be a part of his whole organization? But now all of a sudden, you mad at Tommy because your damn son that you just met 15, 20 minutes ago went and killed a cop. Now you gonna blame it. Nigga, you got something to do with this too, because you was all gung-ho and ready to be a part of this organization. And now that your damn dumbass son went and damn killed a cop, now all of a sudden it's on Tommy. You know what? So JP on my nerves now too, right? Okay. Tommy was just like, D-Mac chose this damn life, okay? But I'm gonna fix it for him, okay? I need this to end. He texts his homeboy Big Smurf, I need a favor. Next thing we see that Big Smurf, I'm assuming, and his homeboys, a crew of them, you know, they see D-Mac out there on the streets when the nigga ain't supposed to be, and they get his ass, okay? Hem him up, put him in the damn truck, and kidnap him. take him off to, I do not know where the hell he is. He looked like he in Texas, some fucker. He had a ranch. It looked like, I don't know where he is. They showed a sign, but I was watching on my phone, so I couldn't see. Wherever it is, he is very far from Chicago. Okay, even he don't know where he is. He called Tommy, Uncle Tommy, where am I? I need to get out of here. Tommy's like, you're going to stay there until I tell you you can come back. Okay, little old slippery ass nigga. I told you to stay in the house. You ain't want to stay in the house, so now you down there at the ranch. All right, and don't think you can leave there because I got people watching your ass. Stay the fuck there. So we ain't got to worry. I was happy to hear about this. I knew Tommy wasn't going to hurt him. But yeah, put his ass away. Now back over to Vic and Walter and Paulie. So they having a good time. They sitting there talking, and then they hear like a noise. And playtime is over. Walter look around. Okay, that sound like some shit. Victor's looking at the time like, wait, time, it ain't time, And so Walter, he get up and he go and pull out, pulls the cameras, and he see the people coming on the compound. And he was like, oh, Dublin is here. So Walter was just like, I'm ready for them motherfuckers. He go to another wall and he pulled down some shit and start taking the guns out. Okay, giving it to Paulie, Victor, we about to blast on these fools. So they about to go out there, and then Walter calls Paulie back like, Paulie, I know you're not about to go out there with him after all that he's done to you. And Paulie was just like, absolutely. Okay, I can't believe I'm sitting here talking to you right now. I am loyal to your daddy. I am never gonna not do nothing for him. I'm always gonna be there on that left testicle. We're family. He gonna be there for Walter 1,000 times over. I said, well, it was nice knowing you too, Paulie. We get out there in the damn yard. Paulie don't last 5 minutes. As soon as this nigga get out there, he gets shot off 15 times, fall into the pool. I was just like, damn, Paulie. You had to go out like that. Okay? In my mind, I'm still thinking, Paulie dead, but Walter gonna be fine. And really, Walter was fine. They handle it. It's just the three of them, and really it's just the two, because Victor ain't really trying to shoot to kill nobody. So it's really just Walter and Paulie, but now Paulie dead, right? So it's just Walter. Walter's handling it, baby. Walter's shooting, killing. All right? And, so once everybody is dead, now it's just Walter and Vic. Well, Walter did get shot in the leg, okay? So Walter's in bad shape. He's like, oh, you fuck. It's like that hurt on Walter. He was mad. He was like, your sister did this. Vic was like, no, my sister didn't do this. You did this. You're the reason, you killed Gloria. That set all this shit in motion as far as Vic is concerned. So when he get to screaming about Gloria and shit, that's when Walter realized that he been turned on. You're going to betray me as well. You fucking disgrace. I should have stayed working with your sister because she's got more fucking heart than you do, you piece of shite. Damn, Walter. You ain't really got the upper hand here, and you still insulting the boy. And when Walter think he just gonna walk away, honey, Victor shoots him. Okay, so now Walter's down on the ground, and he was just like, she didn't do it alone. We did it together. We both betrayed you. And Walter was looking at him. He was just like, pull the trigger. Pull the fucking trigger. He couldn't even finish saying trigger. And well, Victor went on and shot. And can I say, oh, Vic, you done killed your damn daddy. Who kills their daddy? Well, we should know, everybody on Power, because this should be maybe the 5th or 6th or maybe even the 7th time that a son has killed their father on this franchise. You guys, it's part of their thing. But I must tell you that I was very disappointed that they killed Walter off this early. I understand that Walter is a villain and that they needed to, he was going to go eventually, but damn, they just said last week that they was going to kill him, and now this week he's dead. Like, you haven't even given us anything. I have a feel. I mean, we were supposed to find out that Walter was related to Tommy, and Kate knew Walter Flynn, and that they had a fling, and maybe Walter might even be damn Kate's, Tommy's real baby daddy. And I mean, we never said that was what it was going to be. But, that was some of the stories that was going around. And I feel like they could have really extended this whole storyline of Walter Flynn. And for them to kill him on episode 4 of season 2, it's just sort of like, what? he was a fan favorite. I mean, maybe not, but I really think that Walter was one of the best parts of this show. And now he's gone. It's just sort of like we got to be dealing with Diamond and Jenard's ass, Tommy's stupid ass nephew and his brother. And I guess you could add Kate to the mix too. Like, who else do we like on this fucking show? Mariah gonna get on her damn nerves. Miguel over there doing stupid shit. And they... But y'all know how it is now that Walter's gone. We've got to give him the proper send-off. So... who do we like now on the show, you guys? Please tell me, because I am having a hard time trying to think of a person. Child, Victor done killed his daddy. This shit gonna fuck up Victor, but he can't think about that right now. Now, back to Jenard. So Jenard, he trying to get some drugs, okay? And so he goes to this area where the people get the drugs at. And he just like, you know, he needed, well, they ain't got nothing right now. You got to come back later. He was, I'm sick. I just need a hit. I need a bump. They was just like, well, come back later, okay? So he sees this white guy, and the white guy was like, hey, I got you. Come on with me. Now, what you want for it? Because you just ain't getting drugs for free. And so the guy looks at the chain that Jenard got on. He want the chain. And nigga, that ain't nothing but a thing. You know, he take the chain off because hell, it ain't his anyway. So the guy chop up some, I mean, the guy got the drugs there and it's chopped up. And so Diamond goes and takes a sniff. And he was like, hey, homeboy, you still sniffing? Man, we don't do that shit no more. You get so much more high if you do it with the needle. And Jenard was like, oh, I don't fuck with needles. Oh, you gonna fuck with them today, ain't you? Okay. And he gets his arm and he said, oh, I got a clean slate. All right. You really don't fuck with needles, but you about to. So he gives him a hit. And honey, now Jenard is high and anxiety and scared and fear and all of this. The desperation is a terrible mix. Now, Diamond is still at the hospital. And, like I said, I thought that the daddy was dying at the time, but nope, daddy ain't dead. All right. But just that little hint of death coming must have gave daddy some act right. Because now he a whole new man, okay? So he sit down with Diamond and he was just like, hey, I'm sorry, I was tripping earlier. Yeah, my bad. I left the house because I knew I wasn't shit. I knew I wasn't going to help you and them, you know, your mama and the kids and everything. So I was just like, let me get the hell on up out of there. I was real hard on you because I knew you was the strongest one. I knew you could handle it. I was just like, I don't know what's this mentality with parents thinking that, you know, you got to be an asshole to one kid because they strong. You know, I need you to make sure you look out for your brother, take care of him because, you know, he ain't smart and he ain't like you are, you know. So make sure that you look out for your brother. And then, he get the hell on up out of here. Yeah, watch out for your brother because he a full-blown drug head now. I was like, you don't even want Jenard back at this point. But Diamond don't know that Jenard out there moving the way he is. Now, Claudia, in the meantime, is over there about to panic because she's just like, what time is it? Like, why hasn't nobody called? Like, where is everybody? Nobody is talking, blah, blah, blah. And while she's sitting there panicking, then the door, you can hear somebody coming in. So she get her gun out like she about to, you know, blast on him, and it's Vic. She's, oh my God, are you okay? You know, what happened? And he was just like, they came and they shot and killed everybody. You know, they killed damn Paulie. You know, they came 30 minutes earlier. And she was just like, they came 30 minutes earlier. In Dublin, Dylan was just like, yeah, I told your sister. And she just pulls out a gun and she shoots him in the head. You didn't tell me the time changed. My brother could have been killed. I was just like, oh, Claudia, so you was conveniently leaving out that there was a time change there. Even though I didn't remember hearing Dublin say that there was a time change, but maybe he did, child. I don't know. So when she kills him, you know, Victor, he was just like, thank you for looking out for me. And he hugs her. But he got this look on his face. I said, okay, Vic, I'm really hoping that you know that your sister tried to get you killed, right? On the DL, but still tried to make it happen. She looking like she relieved, but Victor has this other look on his face. I was like, Vic, don't let us down. Now, Tommy comes over and sees Diamond. How's your old man? Not good. What's up? Well, he tells him about the day, and it's been a tough one. But Diamond, I did take care of D-Mac. We ain't got to worry about him. And Diamond was just like, good, because I told you all this was going to happen after Chewy. And Tommy was just like, well, then you know what? Let's get the coalition in motion. Reach back out to Kilo. One condition, though. We got to supply the drugs. Diamond was like, okay, I like that. He gonna call King Kilo. So Tommy goes home, and Kate is having a fit, in a tizzy. I can't reach Darnell. I've been calling and texting him, and he never does that. He always I was just like, the boy been there all of what, a week? Why is it all of a sudden that Kate is so attached to this boy? And what is happening here? She about to lose her mind. As if they have established a routine already. You know, she's all upset and crying. And Tommy was just like, yeah, Mom, I got rid of him. He made a mistake. He disobeyed me. Okay? And I was just like, okay, I really don't understand why everybody is being so mean to Kate. I mean, I realize that Kate is, but Tommy knows how his mother is. And it was just sort of like, why you got this lady thinking that the boy is dead? I guess so that she don't try and go looking for him. But he was just like, yeah, I took care of him kind of thing. And she's all like, why you do that? You know, she's all crying and all this. And I was just like, I mean, damn, you didn't have to do that. Why didn't you just say, yeah, I put him away for a while so that, you know, he don't get messed up, because there's shit going on around here that could, I mean, he could have said something. I was like, you guys are so mean to damn Kate. So now Tommy was getting on my nerves with that. And then that damn Kate go in there. She's so fucking stressed out after all her clean and sober work and her work with the therapist and AA and all that. She go in there and sniff some drugs. I was like, oh, y'all done made Kate fall off the wagon. Because even when she was fussing with Tommy, and then JP came in there and, you know, he was like, Mom, he had to go. He had to go. You know, but like I said, they kind of making her think that he dead. And she was just like, I've raised animals. And he was just like, you didn't raise us. Okay? She raised Tommy. Didn't raise you, JP. But, semantics. Okay, she really about to be bad now. At the hospital, Jenard get down there. And he want to see his dad, but his dad gone, you know. But Diamond was still there. And Jenard was just like, oh, you know, what he gone. What he say? Oh, he said that he loved you and that you was his favorite, and, you know, that you was all this and why he left and blah, 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 blah. Okay. But then Diamond is feeling away since his dad, you know, his mean ass dad that he never cared about, asked him to take care of Jenard, who's been all up his ass and in the wrong way with the CBI business. Okay. Well, now he's telling him that he can come on back. You know, CBI, we'd love to have you back. I was like, Tommy ain't gonna love to have him back. I wouldn't trust that fucking Jenard as far as I could throw his ass. Ain't no way I would let this nigga come back into my operation with the way. But see, like I said, Diamond don't know all of the things but Diamond needed to sit down. If Diamond would talk with old girl at the gym, she could get him straight. And then he can realize that he don't need to be fucking with his brother like this again. But you know what? He didn't do that. So he tell Jenard that he can come on back. That definitely ain't gonna work. And lastly, we see Vic. He go and talk to Stacy. He wants to cooperate now. But before he can even cooperate, she gets a message. It says, turn on the TV. Okay, look at the news. There was a shootout at Barrington. It looks like Walter is dead. So she goes and looks at the her tablet, and sure enough, there's an article that says that Walter Flynn has been killed. And Vic was like, that's why I'm here. I'm trying to tell you, I barely escaped with my life. My sister's the one that set it up. She tried to kill us both. Listen, you don't even know this, but my sister's the brains of the operation. My sister's the person that you want. She keeps the books. She knows everything that happens within the Flynn's organizations. And I want her to suffer because she betrayed me. And Stacy was just like, oh, okay, well, I mean, that's fine. You know, Walter, your sister, you know, all that is fine and good. But we want the big dog. All right. We want Tommy. So the only way that this gonna work is if you infiltrate CBI, and then that way we get everybody. And Victor was like, fuck it, let's do it. I'm your boy. I was just like, Lord have mercy. Now, does anybody have any faith in Victor to take care of what needs to be done here? I'm just sort of like, Victor is still grieving. He ain't really got no good damn sense. All right, this nigga is bouncing like a ping pong ball from one crew to the next. He don't know what he want to do. Now he cooperating with the police. He got to get in there with CBI. Now Vic is on my nerves. Everybody on my damn nerves in this episode. You guys. This shit was still entertaining, but I was just like, oh, I cannot believe Walter is gone. I am just... All right, you guys, that is it. I'm going to do Love and Marriage Huntsville and then get these edited and up, okay? Make sure that you thumbs up the video, comment, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I'm itsrox, channel is itsrox, everything else I do be in the bottom bar. All right, itsrox. Hope you have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day, and I plan on doing the same. Till next time, rock stars. Bye.